Good morning and welcome to the stream. I am Lo. I hope you're all having a lovely start to your Friday, or maybe it's Thursday night, who knows. Let me change the scene over and I'll shush the music up for me. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Skulls, it's nice to have you in chat again. It's lovely to see you have been here for the week. I hope you're sleeping enough. But yeah, we are back in Animal Crossing today. I managed to figure out my timings right so that we're going to have KK concert as soon as we get into the game, and then we can sort out getting all the terraforming stuff. I want to do a little bit of that today. I want to try and work out one or two things of a layout. I'm not gonna change too much, I don't think, on this island terraforming wise, but we're gonna sort of get into a little bit of that, maybe do a bit of house decoration, just have a really slow Animal Crossing morning, because I quite easily could have just stayed asleep this morning. I'm so tired, but I'm here, so we're gonna have a sleepy Animal Crossing stream today. Prakalp, good evening to you. It's nice to have you here as well. Let me, before I forget, I need to minimize that and bring this up. There we go. Okay, are we ready for the KK slider to arrive on our island? I know I am. I hope you guys are too. So, shall we? This was the game when you first came to my channel? Nice! You got the cheesy crackers ready? You're totally ready? Yes. See, before there was Taylor Swift, there was KK Slider, right? We have done this before on a different island, but I always like to kind of highlight this moment on the channel if I'm able to. If I time things right, so I do it properly with my streams. Which I managed to today. So yeah, we're going to have our concert, and then we're going to just chill out and do a few daily jobs and things. Let's go, totally ready. You've got pizza? Okay, so we've got cheese and crackers, we've got pizza. I have tea. I have no snacks. So let's go. Good morning, everyone. Okay, it's nearly 10 AM. Not quite. I am a little early. Today I have one very special announcement. The incredible, amazing musician KK Slider is here visiting Foxen. Not only that, but Mr. Slider, I love that she calls him Mr. Slider. Mr. Slider has graciously agreed to put on a special concert for everyone on the island. Stand by for a direct feed from the concert venue, which is literally outside the door of the building. She's in, I love it. I hope you all enjoy the show. We ready? Oh, look at us all. Yay. Oh, even Bothers has come. Good. Okay. Hey, Foxen. It's real groovy to be here today. Feels like this dream I once had where I was just a scruffy pup with a shoebox guitar. I love him so much. I was dreaming of hitting out on my own, wandering wherever my road would take me. Dreaming of finding a magical place where cool cats like you would come together to see a stray like me. Sorry about that, I do run on. Time to get your fingers snapping. Right on. This one goes out to all you cool cats on Foxen and here in the chat. I call it Welcome Horizons. I love this so much. We've completed the game, guys. The credits are about to roll. That's it, we're done. Stream over. He wasn't expecting the tragic backstory. Yeah, he's just a little stray, making his own way in the world. Well, you kind of see that in some of the games, right? It feels really rude to talk over him. You hate that high note though. Yay! So good. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll catch you next time. Yay! Oh, I love him so much. Yeah, it's kind of cool though, because you do see his progression, like through his career in these games. Thank you for the star. Thank you so much, Skulls. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Woo! Nice. Yeah, I found the alerts. That was so fire. Oh yeah, yeah. Streamlabs have added the GIFs into their alerts. I kept the sound the same. I was gonna change the graphic, and then I thought, no, it'd be kind of fun to see like what you're sending, because they're basically like it's like little virtual like GIFs and images, I guess. And as I was previewing things, as I was like messing around with the font and the animation for the like the highlighted text, there's all sorts of things. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like all these different like little like graphics and things that you can have like pop up on the stream. So thank you so much. We have a star. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, in the games you do see KK's like career progress, right? Because when we first meet him, he's just a musician coming in the Roost, which at that point was in the museum, like in like what I'm not sure about like the original Animal Crossing because I never played that, but in Wild World you had Brewster had his cafe in the basement of the root wasn't I think it was in the basement, right? You went down the stairs and it was like in the basement of the museum. And then in there was a little stage in one corner, and KK would come and play either like Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which day it was. And so he would come in and play. And then in New Leaf, he had progressed to where he played in Club LOL with Dr. Shrunk. So Dr. Shrunk had his like little comedy set that he would do in like during the day, so you could go in there, talk to him, and that's how you would get your reactions from him when you spoke to him. And then at night we would have DJ KK, and you could go in and some of the animals would be in the club and you could like dance and things. Well, like he did like a full DJ set, which is what you get when you finish Happy Home Paradise. DJ KK arrives. But then I think that again was either Saturday or Sunday. You would go into the club and it was like an acoustic set, and you could request a song and then sit down and you could just like sit and like he would play acoustic stuff like he's just done there, which is what he does now here on the island. And yeah, so now it's almost like he's kind of like made it big. Now by the time we've got to New Horizons, he's like a big deal to have KK on your island, right? Because he's so famous now. I love that. I love that you get to see some of these animals like career progressions and things, and they've grown the characters. It feels very cohesive. It's not like the I guess it kind of gives like the link from game to game to game. It's not just like, oh, we're gonna make another Animal Crossing and forget about all of like the backstory and the lore of these characters. I really like that. We have that with Tom Nook, with Timmy and Tommy. We get a lot of stuff like with the Able sisters and Blathers. You see his career progress. In the very first game, he could not assess fossils. He had to send them away. He was he was given the position of sort of like caretaker over the museum in your town, but he had not got his qualifications to actually assess fossils. You would send them away to like the faraway museum, which is who he worked for, and then they would post back the fossil that you would then go and donate. And then I think by Wild World, he got his qualifications, so you could then he could then like assess the fossils for you like on site. And I think he mentions that when you very first do it, which is just so cool. I love that kind of thing. You love all the KK songs. He deserves his fame. He really does. He's so good. He's so good. The mastermind behind KK at Nintendo deserves like all the raises, honestly. They should be paid so much money. And whoever does the music, insane. It's so good. Okay, so did you enjoy the KK's concert? I certainly did. It was wonderful, wasn't it? I'm overjoyed that we could get him to play here. It's a special thing for sure. As a commemorative gift, I have his song, Welcome Horizons, for you. Thank you. I might put that in the record player outside, actually, by the resident services. We could have that playing for a while. To listen to it, you'll need an item called that can play music. Yeah, we know that. Thank you. Oh, he has big news. Keiki is apparently very fond of our island now. He's going to perform a show here every Saturday evening from now on. It really is amazing. Foxen was once a deserted island, but now we can host important concerts. I'm so thankful to you and everyone else on this island. I guess my getaway package idea is a success. He's so happy. I hope Foxen remains an enjoyable place to live for a time to come. With your help it will. Speaking of which, I've developed a new app that should help you make the island even more inviting. They got Welcome Horizon on Napster. It's on Spotify. And I think it will be on... I haven't looked at Nintendo Music app for a long time, but I'm guessing it's on there too. Minus, hi! Welcome in, good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing well. Hope your Friday's going well so far. Okay, so we are getting our terraforming app now. This is good. There we go. Just what we needed. Island Designer. Perfect. The app you just sent is called Island Designer. It's a special app from Nook Inc. that gives residents the ability to take part in bold island development. I love that. That's what he calls it. We just call it terraforming. At first, you'll only have permission to create paths, but you can use your miles to access more options. That's what we're going to go do. We're going to go buy those. Different kinds of paths and permits for changing our cliffs and rivers. Once you get a taste of island design, I think you'll want more. I encourage you to obtain all the necessary permits. Yes, Foxen has come a long way. I think I'll leave more and more of the future development of this island in the hands of its residents. AKA me. I'm glad we had this talk, though. He's basically like handing over the island now. You've been binge watching England fans crash it. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was in my garden on Wednesday night. I've been trying to get out in the garden. Like I was out there early morning actually. I have a story to tell you guys as well. But I was out before we get to that. I was out on Wednesday night in the garden because it's cooling down, sort of like once the sun has completely moved around and is setting, like 9:30, 9:30. I've been trying to sort of just get some air in the garden when it's been a little bit cooler, and I was out there while the match was on, and obviously because it's so warm, like everyone's got like the windows open and everything. I want to try and get some like air the houses out. And I was like just having a really quiet wander around the garden. I had my camera with me, so I was taking like some photos of some of the flowers and things and just like chilling out in the garden. And next thing I hear like all this shouting and cheering and screaming. I checked my phone and England had scored. I was like, yeah, okay. England have scored. But that was the last time I heard them cheer. I think if I'd stayed out there longer, I may have heard a lot of cries and people being really mad and upset. Right, let's grab our post. Okay, I need to go check what color our little cap is today in the shopping when we go do that. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Let's put some things away. Yeah, we'll do our daily jobs that we need to do, and then we'll, as we work our way around the island, we'll take a detour into resident services and grab the things that we need from the Nook stop. And yeah, then we'll carry on our way. I did a little bit of decorating. I've added a few more mushrooms in. I think this is kind of the theme I'm sort of going for here. Hey Sil, it's nice to see you here. I hope you're having a good morning so far. Yeah, I added 1 or 2 new of like the mushrooms in, and I've also swapped out most of the non-fruit trees to the cedar trees because they're my favorite trees. Between like the variations of the trees that, oh darn it. And I think that was my last spare. So I need to make a new shovel. I can't just go grab one. This is your favorite game? Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. I don't understand. I mean, I get like obviously some people do get bored of it. But I feel like there's enough to keep going where you can just like flatten and just keep creating. If you don't like fully restart. Right, there we go. So let's just double up weed. Let's check down here, see if we've got any more fossils. These are all fruit trees. So there's no point shaking them because all I'll get out of them is sticks and maybe the odd bug. Okay. Anything on here? Yeah, let's grab this. So yeah, we're gonna be probably packing up most of the items I've put down. I put down enough to help get us to 3 stars. Let's grab the money spot and then we'll hit this rock. Oh, we'll grab that as well. You waiting for Animal Crossing Moon update where you can settle into space. Can you imagine Tom Nook like starts a space program? That's kind of his next step, right? That has to be his next step. That would be interesting. I don't know how I'd feel about that. We'd take over a planet. You can choose from all of them in the solar system. You choose which one you want to settle on, Earth included. So you could just stay on Earth if you wanted to, but you could like go off to Venus or like Mars or somewhere. Terraform the moon. Yep. Hello, chicken. Yeah, whatever. There we go. I might, when I take a break at about 1/4 past, I might see if I can quickly find one of my amiibos because I would like to make a start on scanning in some. Though I don't know, maybe I think I tried to move someone out when I scanned in, who was it, Chief, and it wouldn't let me move someone out. I had to put down a house spot for him. But now I have 8. I don't know if I still have to do that because the full amount is 10, right? So what I might do is over the weekend maybe, oh pretty, is pop down a couple of house spots, maybe do some short-ish villager hunts, and then see who we get, and then from that point bring in some of my amiibos. Because what I would like to do with this island is I think I'm going to have about 5 villagers that I'm going to keep permanently, and then I'll have 5 that are sort of on rotation, and I want to try and do that and not get so attached. But if I keep 5 special ones, I think that would help, instead of just having like a full rotation of all 10. So I'm gonna keep Kiki. I'm not letting her go. I do have her on another island, but I don't play on Hessa as often anymore, so I'd like to have her on an island that I'm like really active on, because I'm doing this kind of daily. Whereas in Hessa I'm not as regular on the island, so it'd be nice to have her around on an island that I'm spending more time on at the moment. And so she's staying. I've scanned in Chief, so he's staying. I did the most, has to be probably one of the shortest. Oh, I wasn't fast enough to do that. I didn't get all of it, never mind. I did a really short villager hunt on Monday evening and managed to find Whitney. Now I do have Whitney's amiibo. I was planning to bring her in anyway, so I was like, well, that saves me scanning her in. I might as well just take her. So I've done that, and then the other 2 I want to bring in are Audie, and then I want to also bring in Fang, because I like the 2 wolves that look like foxes, seeing as how the island is called Foxen Fell. So I want those 2, and I kind of like the idea of having the 2 white wolves as well this time, because I haven't had Fang on one of these like design sort of islands for a while. Can Mitzi be part of the roster? If I can get her, then yeah, hope maybe at some point she will arrive. I do like Mitzi. She's sweet, but being a cat, she's not as easy to come by. Yeah, okay. Sure. He's trained in massage so that he can give himself one. That's good. Good. I'm so glad, Hamlet. It's like I'm training for the massage and I'm massaging for the training. He's cute. He'll stay until he has to go. That's kind of how I'm going to leave him. I'm gonna like let him make up his mind to go. He's not gonna be one that I'm gonna push out with an amiibo. The chicken is gonna have to go. I can't with the chicken. We'll come back and grab these veggies, and then who was the other one? I think I'm gonna let Snooty. I think I'm gonna push Snooty out, like replace Snooty with an amiibo, and that's the 2. I have decided I think I'm just gonna, even though I'm not like a massive fan of the kangaroos, I think we'll leave. Can I have my snowball? Thank you. I think I'm going to leave Sylvia until she asks to go, maybe, possibly, but we'll see. Because at the moment I don't really have anyone else that I would like to replace for her. Can I have this, please? Thank you. Let's see if we can get a perfect one. I think I need to make that bigger if that one's going to be the body. Or we leave that one as the head and then make this one a little bit bigger. Let's see if we can get this. I'm like with the silliness again. He is a very silly little guy. He is very silly. He's very adorable. I think their head needs to be slightly bigger now. Do we think maybe the body needs ever so slightly bigger now? Oh no. Now they kind of look the same size. Let me just roll this back next to it. Okay. Let's just... Woo! We did it! There we go. I like making the little ones. I like the little snowmen. They're adorable. Thank you. Thank you. I will happily... Oh, frozen counter. Thank you. Yep. Thank you muchly. That's cool. I like that. I kind of miss his family though. Right? We used to have a whole family of them in New Leaf. Because there was some like random game that you used to play with them, right? I can't quite remember. It's like, was it like some bingo thing or something you used to play? You could play with them. Because I don't know if they gave you recipes. No, because crafting wasn't a thing. Duh. I don't, yeah, maybe we got items from them. But, yeah, there was like some game we used to play with one of them. I think it was the dad, because there was the snow boy, wasn't it like snow boy, the snow lady, and the snowman. They were like a little family. I feel like there was another one. Not sure. There we go. Some of these done, and we will give this rock a bop. And then there's one on the cliff as well that we... Oh! Did I do... I've done this already. Guys, you didn't tell me. I'm doing jobs twice. I'll get that back out actually, because we need things. Right, Raddle's not in. We've spoken to the chicken. Raddle's not in. Let's speak to Snooty. Yeah, I think I might let Snooty go. I don't think I've seen their house since... No. Oh, it's very nice though. A little cushion stack in the corner. How cozy. I need to change my town tune. I've got it for... Is it like the Koriki Forest from... I can't remember which Zelda it's from. Is it Ocarina of Time? I can't remember. But it doesn't sound right. I need my Zelda's lullaby back. Maybe we do that as well while we're in the resident services. We've got so much to do when we go to resident services. What are you making, Chief? I want to redecorate his house especially. It makes me... Well, his house is kind of cool because it's like a little like car boot sale kind of thing. It sounds very scary. But yeah, it's like that. It's that, but it just does not sound right. I was like, oh. It sounded good when Isabel sang it to me. I was like, no, I don't like this. But I can't remember which... I'm absolutely blanking on which Zelda it's from. But it's like the Korok Forest one, which isn't called the Korok Forest. My brain is not braining today. That's how tired I am. So yeah, I need to look up the Zelda's Lullaby. I have that on pretty much like all of my islands almost. Panem has the hanging tree from Hunger Games because it's Panem, right? Thank you, Chief. Bye. I think he's my favorite, along with Kiki, who lives just next door. Let's go see her. Right, Sylvia's out. She's working out over there, so we can go see her. Yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right. Good morning, Kiki. Love her little jumper. I have played Undertale. There is a playlist on the channel for Undertale. I'm trying to think who it was. Was it, I think Minus and Mega Eevee convinced me to play it because I'd never played it before. And it didn't start off well because I had like no clue what I was doing. And everyone was really vague with helping me. I was like, but I figured some stuff out. But yeah, and I made almost like a really big mistake at the beginning of it. But yeah, I played the pacifist route, so I would always be nice to all the monster things and stuff in like the fights and stuff. But I enjoyed it. I was not expecting quite the emotional story once I got to the end, so it was quite interesting. There were some things that I would say took me a little bit to get used to with that game. I'm not a massive fan. I think this is what my issue is a little bit with trying to play when I've tried to play like Pokemon games, is the you're in the middle of doing something. Oh, you have to work out now? Okay. Is the I'd be in the middle of going somewhere trying to like figure something out, and then there would just be like a random like monster thing coming to get me, and it would like take me out of what I was doing. Like if I was trying to like work on a trying to get somewhere, or I was trying to like figure out doing something, or like part of the story or whatever, and the like randomness of like the encounters took me a little bit to get used to, and I think that's one of the things I don't like with Pokemon as well. I find it takes me out of the immersion a little bit. And it was quite that there's a whole lot at the end that was very bright, very flashy. That was a little tough to get through. My eyes did not thank me for that. But which is why I don't think I'm going to play Deltarune, because I had thought about having a look at Deltarune, because I know there's a demo, I think, for like one of the latest chapters of that. Hey, Whitney. But I decided I'm probably not going to do that one. But I did like the story of Undertale. And but yeah, there's a full playlist somewheres on the channel. So I streamed it all. And yeah, I liked some of the characters are really cute. I like what was his Sans and what was the other what's the other skeleton called that we made friends with? I can't remember. There was Sans and someone else. You're gonna be like, I should make my own town tune, but maybe never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna do Zelda's Lullaby. It's my favorite Zelda piece of music. So I'm kind of basic. But I need to look up the notes for it because I can never remember how it goes. I used to kind of do my own tunes a little bit, or I would find a piece of music that I liked. If like I had personally the actual music for, I would use that because I can read music. So I then would like pop in the notes of it, but I don't tend to do that. I haven't really done that with this, mainly because I don't own any music anymore. Maybe I have one or two books, maybe somewhere, of like piano music. So I played the piano, or used to. I haven't played the piano for a very long time. I don't know if I can still be classed as I play the. I don't play the piano. I used to play it. I can play it. Let me just double check around here again. Just sure that we don't have any. I've not missed a fossil up in this little corner. But yeah, it was. I learned how to play. I did keyboard. Piano stream when I don't own one. I don't have one anymore. But yeah, I learned how to play the piano when I was like from about being 7. I did keyboard actually first, which obviously is different. And then when I got older, I'm trying to think what age I swapped over to the piano. I think I was sort of maybe 11, 12, something like that, I think. I decided to sort of swap from keyboard to piano, which is different because you don't play chords as such, do you, with your left hand with the piano? You're gonna start a piano GoFundMe. Please don't. That's very generous. Please don't. But yeah, I had a piano. I had my old music teacher's old piano. She had a gorgeous black upright Steinway. It was so pretty, and I used to get to play on that for my lessons. I used to go to a house for lessons, so I used to play on that. But before I was playing on that, I played on this other piano that she had, and we ended up buying it. My parents bought it from her for me, and it was beautiful. I think about that piano and kind of get sad that I ended up letting it go. It was so beautiful, and it was like antique, this thing. I can't remember how she ended up with it, but it's how many? We're missing a fossil. I need to find that. But it had on it, underneath the keyboard section, it had on it the stamps still from where it had travelled, I think from Brazil over to the UK. Like, going back like in the 1800s or something. It was ridiculous. It had like all the travel stamps and stuff like underneath it. It was crazy. Hi, Super Jake. Welcome in. It's nice to see you here. I hope it's not too early for you. You've managed to get enough sleep. Where haven't I been? Where could this fossil be? Or am I just missing it? I've been all around here. And yeah, so I had that one for a really long time, and I loved it. And I would play and sing. I had a book with all like Disney songs and stuff in it, so I would like play and sing those. And yeah, I was very musical. Not so much now. And then I eventually swapped it for a. Did I hit this rock? I cannot remember. Eventually it got exchanged for an electric one, and yeah, major regrets. It's 5 in the morning for you. I hope that's not too early for you. Yeah, we have hit that. I hope that's not too early for you. It's lovely to see you here, but I would never ever want anyone to forego any sleep. So yeah, I hope it's not too early. Oh, it's here, look. Sneaky. We can sort out this vegetable patch today as well, because we can get the dirt path to go underneath it, and I think that will look really nice, because this is gonna have to stay for a while, I think, to keep me having sort of like a little bit of an income on this island. Right, let's see. So I think, oh, I don't have that. Yay. Okay, cool. Right, so you are going away. That stick can be sold. I have so many sticks. A tree branch. Let's get it right. What am I doing? That needs to go there. Go there, and then this needs to go away. And then I'll do that. And then I'll do that. Right. So let's go see Bothers about some fossils. Okay. Okay. Remind me after I come back after my break to tell you the story of my new friend that I made in the garden on Saturday morning and spent some time Saturday morning and then spent some time with this morning as well. Someone remind me, try and remember. I have a picture to show you guys as well. Right, so let's get this assessed. Yay! Okay, cool. Woo! We have new fossils. Thank you. I will give you these. You can have what you need. Oh, all 4 of them. Nice. Okay, this is good. Yes, you take them. Will do. I hope, well, if you're still awake. And I am planning to put your favorite piece of music on at the end of the stream so we can send you to sleep, Skulls. Right, okay. So let's go sell this stuff and then we'll go do our jobs in resident services. So I think I've spoken to everyone except for Raddle, which makes me think he's maybe in the museum. So maybe after we've done our jobs, we'll have to go find him. Okay, Timmy? Let's see. We're not selling that. Take those. And we'll go pick up the vegetables plus the sugarcane. Because I don't think sugarcane is classed as a vegetable, right? And the wheat. The wheat is a cereal. But let's just use the bracket umbrella term of vegetables. You never slept so well since Epidemic Sound. It's a hate to me. You can't access your own thing. You can't access the piece of my own. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that makes me sad. Right. Let's water and then pick. Let's work smarter, not harder, okay? So we water you. Oh. Oh, I think I have a spare one of these. I don't have to craft one. I think I have one more and maybe a flimsy one that I can make into. No. Oh, well, yeah, we might as well put these away, actually. Let's do that as well. You said a passive thing. The passive-aggressive email you get. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, look, I have one of these and then we can make that one into what we need as well. Right. Did it actually? I don't think it watered this, did it? So let's water these 3. Right. And then we harvest this. I do have the other colour of pumpkins. But I don't think I'm gonna bother planting those for now. If I do, I can have them in a line down this like next side. Maybe we do that. Just check how many I've got. I'm surprised actually that I didn't get any from the... Oh no, I think it's the starts, isn't it? Because what I did was because I don't have access to leaf all the time yet, I planted the vegetable. I brought over from my other storage elsewhere on a different island. I brought over a load of the vegetables to plant instead of getting the starters. So yeah, I wouldn't have got any of the other colours of pumpkins because I planted orange pumpkins. So if I've got like 10 of the yellow, green and white, I think maybe when we get this set up looking a little bit prettier, I'm thinking of moving that bridge as well. We can maybe plant them. Or I keep the bridge. I think I might shuffle things down. Because now we have the paths that we're going to have access to. I can alternate the colours underneath these. And then the paths won't touch. We'll have that like little line between them. And it'll look really nice and neat. Instead of having to have like a big space between them to keep them separate. So I think we'll do that. So then we can shuffle everything down by 2. Which will be good. So yeah, these ones will stay the same, and then these will move down a space and these will move down a space. And then yeah, we can either move them in, we can move them in a space actually this way. So then they're not as close to this bridge. So if we move everything in a space on this side, and then on this side I could put the pumpkins that I'm missing. I think that'll be good. That'll work out okay. And yeah, we can alternate them like dark, light, dark, and do that, and just have more of the dark path than the lighter path. I think would be nice. Right, let's get these sold, and then we'll go into resident services. We'll collect our miles before we do that as well. We'll get our points so we know what we're able, what like our top number is that we can spend. I've been saving up so much. I've been trying so hard to do all of the little goals so that we had a decent amount. I think I've got like 60 odd thousand, at least 60,000. So that should be plenty to get what we need, because all the terraforming stuff is kind of expensive. Like the first couple, I think the top ones are like 6 or 12,000, something like that. There we go. So let's grab these. Oh, we're one away from doing that. So, oh, hang on a second. What else have we just got? There's our first KK concert. We got points. Cool. Right. So if I do this, let's make that flimsy watering can into a proper watering can. That'll give us the points we need, and now we won't have to do that later. There we go. There we are. Perfect. Let's pop that away because we don't need that one. Okay. And we'll pick this bucket up, and we can grab those points. Nice. Yeah, look, we're like 3,000 off 70. That should be absolutely plenty. So let's run up here, and we're going to put our music into here. There we go. And let's do that. We'll have that playing for a while. Yep. Okay, in we go. Rest in peace, cauldron water can. Never forget. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have one of my other characters make me one. I think I need to do that because it's just sad. Or I wait until I get the recipe, but I don't know how long it's going to be before this island is 5 stars. I don't know. I might not tidy up all of the items. Maybe I want to just have a play around with an idea I have for accessing the secret beach, because I would like to make a little path to it. But because I want to do the museum, I need to remember that I need cliff rivers, and I don't usually bother with like full cliff rivers on my cliffs. There may be like the odd waterfall or something, but there isn't like a full river that you can fish in. Maybe a pond, but you don't get like pond, like cliff pond fish, right? The cliff river fish that I'm gonna need. So I would like to try and keep some of the river that's up there, but I also had this idea of maybe like opening up the back to get to the secret beach, but having the river like separated and it drops down to the lower level, put a bridge in, and then so on either side of the bridge is a little bit of the river with the waterfalls, and it kind of goes down and then and like from either side somehow, I think. So I need to kind of work out that. So we might have a look at that today, as like where we would fill in the river and what we would take out with the cliffs. So we can have a play around with that. But I think we'll do a little bit of decorating. Maybe we head over to work as well and make a start on the happy home paradise. We could maybe give Eloise a really nice house to start off with, because that's like always the first house like we have to make. A little elephant. I think she has like a reading room that she wants, so we could do something with that and give at least our first villager that we're designing for a nice house, and then I'll probably just speed run the rest of it. So everyone just gets boxes open and that's kind of it, just so I can get the stuff unlocked that I want, and then I could maybe go back and do some, you know, corrections. Right, we're grabbing all of our permits that we need. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of maybe keeping the river but having it kind of drop down a level and then drop down into like the ground level. Having the river over, having the bridge over it and doing something like that. If we can figure that out today, I'd like to do that. I am thinking of maybe shifting the river slightly, because I would like to kind of try and keep it going from one side to the other, like how it is now. But it's got like a tributary that kind of comes off of that is where it goes up onto the cliffs. So I think I'd like to change that up a little bit. Not miles. Okay, so is there an easier, quicker way to like, no, it's just exactly the same. Right, there we go. So here's our arched tile. Yes, please, gimme. Thank you. Thank you very much. Girl, just keep your phone out. Don't keep putting it away. We're gonna be here for a little bit. Stop putting your phone away. Okay. Nook miles. Brick path. Okay. I want to get all of these because then they're done. I probably won't use all of them. Though it would be kind of fun to have a go at doing that. Maybe that's a little bit of a challenge. Try to use the in-game paths a little bit more. I do that on Hessa. My path on Hessa is there's some places where I've got one of the custom design paths, but the main path that you run around on is this path, is the dark dirt path. And then what I did, so it's always a single line path. It's a very narrow walk through of the island, and because it's very English countryside, like village, and our country roads, I think a lot of people who don't live here and drive on them regularly would freak out. They're so narrow and yet they fit 2 cars. And I think people would really struggle with that if you didn't live here and were used to it. So my paths on that island are kind of reminiscent of that. They're a single line path of the dirt path, and then what I have done is I've got like little broken brick custom designs and leaf custom designs, and I've decorated the path around with like little bits of of that because I tried all sorts of stuff to with the path on the island, and nothing seemed to work quite right. So yeah, I went back to just using the dirt path, and then just added in like all these little bits of things. And I will sometimes get like a fossil spawning on the path, and which is fine. And like the odd weed and things, which, you know, it's fine. I don't weed that island. There's so many so many weeds on the island, on purpose. And but yeah, I've kind of gone that way with the island, so it might be kind of interesting to give that a go again, maybe, and see what we can do. Whereas on Panem's quite interesting actually, because when you look at the map on Panem, you can see the paths. And what I did with Panem is I have a custom path down, but I overlaid it on top of the stone path in the game. So when you're running around, you actually can hear your feet run around on the stone path. Because on the custom design path, you don't really hear her running. There's no sound effect for it, essentially. Whereas when you're running around in the in-game paths, they've obviously got sound effects tied to them. So if you're wearing shoes with like little heels, you'll like click around on the stone, which is kind of cute. Or if you're wearing nothing, no, like you're barefoot, you can hear your like little feet slapping on the on the path, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I decided I didn't like the idea of not being able to hear her running, like hear everyone like running around. And so I placed down and mapped out all of the pathing with the in-game stone path, and then I added over the top of it like a dark brick path and did that. And yeah, I like that you can actually hear her running around. So I could do something similar here where I map everything out with a stone path, and then we can actually hear her running around. And like the animals like walking around and stuff on the path, kind of interesting. Or I have a go with the, it's like 10 out of 10 immersion. Yeah, I love that the sound of your feet. Like this, like she's stamping her little feet as she's getting excited. You can hear that on the tile. And it would sound different if she had no shoes on, I think. Wait, shall we try it? It should sound different. Let me take her shoes off in the middle of winter. So there you go. 100 out of 10 commitment. You're not cool enough for that. Yeah, I am a bit extra. But you can hear her little feet, her little feeties slapping the floor. You got little red toes if you're cold on the tile. Right, let's do this. So you can hear her. We've got this last one. So it should sound different when she gets all excited and like stamps her little feet now. Are you ready? Thank you. Come on, get your phone back out. Okay. There you go. So it sounds different because she's got nothing on her feet now. The little slappy feet. I love it so much. I love Nintendo's attention to detail. Thank you for the feet walking sound effect designer at Nintendo Eurogo. They deserve all the raise too, right? It's so good. It's so good. I've always said this, especially when it comes to like playing the Zelda games. Their attention to detail is just top tier. It's so good. Do I have this fence? I do not. Let's grab that. I spent nearly half on points. That's good. That's kept giving us a nice little chunk left for like any mile tickets we might need. I have that. I don't think there's anything else I particularly want right now. So that's good. So let's go. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Let me learn this, and then I actually need to go back in there. Let's put some money away. I don't want that bag of 99. Have I ever tried to speedrun a Zelda game? I don't know if I'm good at them, but I've never tried to speedrun any game. The only thing that I will class as speedrunning that I do is the Happy Home Paradise, and where I just literally open boxes, and that's it. I'm done. But yeah, I've never tried that. I don't even know where I could start with that. That'd be a fun stream. I start over one of my saves. And like not the in-depth one by any means. Yeah, I don't want to save over like a completed one, which is our stream one that we have at the moment that we do Cork and Chill on. What am I doing? Deposit. I want to deposit everything. And then I'm going to withdraw. Actually, let's take that because we can go do some shopping. I've been trying to check Abel's sisters to see what they have in and make sure she's getting clothes. I'm trying to buy a lot of the things in there. Oh, shall we? Let me look up the see, that doesn't sound so bad. Right. But we're going to do the town tune, so bear with me one sec. Right, Zelda's Lullaby A, C, and H. I need to turn this down. Right, this should be it, I think. I'd like to be able to see it. I think this is it. Maybe I should maybe I should turn this up. I think that's right. No. No, back. That's not what I wanted. No. Shh. No, I don't want you. Why won't you go? Stop. Thank you. I want to go back to Zafar. Thank you. No, close. Thank you. Okay, chill. Good job I didn't panic. Have 14 million bells. Yeah, just have 14 million bells. Yeah, this is the one I want. Right, okay. Right, we're gonna change this. Let's go. Island tune. Yep, I want to change the island tune. Yep. Okay. Okay. Right, so we want it's a high B. Is that a high? Yeah, high B. Doop. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. And then we have a high D. And another prolonged note on that one. That stays the same as an A. Yep, and then bring this down to G. Spare bells. Yeah, if the amount of stuff I'm maybe gonna have to buy, I probably won't end with a lot. This goes up to a middle B actually, because I think we can go lower. And then let's prolong that. High D. That goes down there, and then this goes up onto a G, and this matches that. Okay, so this should be Zelda's Lullaby. Yes, perfect. Right, are we ready to hear Isabel sing this now? Because this is my favorite bit of doing the town tunes, is Isabel's rendition of your tune. She's so cutesy. So much. Oh, we changed it just in time that we got the new tune for the bell. I don't know if you just heard that. It's now 11. No, I think that's everything. I don't want to change the flag or anything. We're at 3 stars. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Let's go. Isabel needs her own albums next to KK. Can you imagine if she was like the opening act for KK Slider? That would have been funny. Right, let's pop this away. And I think what we should do is we'll go do some shopping. And then that'll be a nice time to take a break. Where's my shop at down here? And then we can play around with some terraforming. I just want to have a look at the back of the island. Here's Raddle. He's shopping. Hi. Oh, I need to speak to Sable as well before we go into the changing room. He's gonna be one that will eventually go as well, but I will. He can stay until he asks to leave. He's so sweet. I really do like Raddle. But yeah, I'm happy for him to go when he decides he wants to. Okay, busy. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, Mabel, excuse me. Right, let's see. What have we got in here? Okay. Anything here that I want? I think I've got all of the raincoats now. I've got those brought over. What about this little... Oh, look, we could match Chief. Let's buy that. What do we think about the skirt? Should I think I should get the skirt, maybe? Because we can put little, like, the little cropped leggings underneath it. That might be quite cute. It's kind of cute. She's like, well, she's on the way to school. I think I have a couple. I think I have that one and the blue one. These are just so neon colored. Oh, cat. We have to have the cat, right? She needed an eye mat. I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. And we'll grab the frilly little socks. Oh, look how cute. We have these ones, so let's grab those. I don't like her in the trainers and stuff, so... And I don't... I don't think she needs that, right? Maybe we buy it just for fun, because then we have it. You want the eye mask? What color? I'll buy one. What color do you want? I'm kind of partial to the green, because that's my favorite color. But which one would you like? And I'll buy one of them for you. So we have red. I'll try them all on. So we've got the black, the red, pink. Pink kind of matches the cat ears. The yellow, the green, or the blue. The blue would probably go quite nicely with the pajamas that she has as well. Because I do have some like blue striped pajamas that I need to bring over if I haven't got them already. You want the red one? It makes you look like a... Right, okay. Right, so this is where she kind of is going to start looking a little crazy for the next few minutes. And is completely the reason why we have a set of drawers outside. I'm going to take the eye mask off. Oh, she's lost her glasses, but it's just so I can see her without them on for the next few. Because otherwise it's going to be distracting me, right? Right, so let's do this one. And then we do this. And oh, yeah, we need that cat. This is like Rover. And then we'll do those ones, and then we'll do that. Yeah, we'll get all the cats ready for the runway right there. Right, there we go. But I do this is the thing. I do this so I know which ones I've bought. And then I have the set of drawers outside, so as soon as I'm done, I can go back outside and I can get changed back into her normal clothes. Because she is not running around the island looking like this. I'm not that mean. There we go. Let's grab those. Yeah, I'm trying to get her more items because I haven't really bought a lot with these with the ones that I like. Normally it was Rue. This is now like my little version of me, I guess. She's a little low. Whereas I created a character called Rue, and she was the one that I used for like all the new islands that I were like creating. But I decided to retire Rue. She may still eventually turn up on this island. I may have her as a second character. And then she can, I don't know, she can run a shop of some sort, maybe a little bookshop or something might be quite interesting, or I don't know, because I think I'm definitely leaning towards like fantasy, magic, mystery, like dark forest kind of feel. I don't know, a little bit fairy tale, I guess, maybe. So maybe, I don't know, she could run like another like little tavern type of thing, or like an alchemist shop or something like that. Maybe might be quite fun. And I don't think I'd give her a fully like big house, but if she got the house with the room at the back, so now we have to keep this cat hat on because we've run out of them. We've bought them all, but she could, yeah, I think I'd give her the back room. She could have like a little cauldron or something going on in the back room, maybe something a little bit like mysterious. The sassy pose when choosing a head part is the funniest. I often will take an item on and off until I get a pose that shows off the item better. It's usually the one with like where she's kind of like with a little pigeon toe in. I like that one. This one, like kind of like this. I like that. Little cute pose. Right. And then we go here. We need these socks. We just got one more pair to do for that. And this is our last cast. She slipped and fell at the KK concert. That's her story. This is why she has a cast on her foot. She slipped and fell at the concert. I think that's all of those done. So just got a couple of skirts left to go. I'm not going to bother with I think I have a lot of these dresses from the previous island because that was kind of medievalish, so I kind of had some of these like longer like full length dresses. So she needs those. And then that's it. Okay, so I think there's just one more skirt she needs to buy. She needs 6 of them to figure out which colour is the most true. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, let me in there, please. We're nearly done. She actually looks kind of cute. She looks kind of cute. Can we just? She looks cute. I'm not buying these because I have them. I don't think I'd ever put her in a curter. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I have these. I'm not sure about this jumper either. So I think I want to leave that. Or maybe we just get that one. That's a bit too bright, I think. Yeah, maybe we get that one. And then we should just have the brown skirt to go. There we go. I think that's... We've got all the socks now. And we have all the casts. There we go. So she's done. Now we can go get changed. Thanks, Mabel. Cool. Thank you. Right, let's slow walk our way out of here. No, she can't walk fast. She's got a cast on her foot. What I don't understand is why she takes off her other shoe. Oh, oh, my little foot. She needs a walking stick. Mabel is watching, not even helping. Yep. Right, let's get her changed. Right, what was she wearing? She had her really cute little green sweater vest on. A little sweater thing. There we go. And I popped her in the... Oh, maybe we should pop her in the... Shall we do a little matching hat? I always like her in the little white Aran knit cap, but maybe we go matching. Because the beret is a little bit... I don't like the green with that green. And I don't want it to look like a smurf. So we're gonna go with this. Right, where her glasses? These ones. There we go. And then she has a little jeggings on. And let's... Yeah, because I always forget the leggings are classed as socks. And then she has little Uggy boots on. Because I did think about doing the little green ones. Smurfit was cooking. No. Well, it's not. The thing is that's what it kind of looks like. It's for some seasonal event, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's like called like the Pharmagian. I think it's a French event. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I feel like I say it wrong. I don't think she needs a bag. I do have my swords though. Just in case. I don't think she needs a little bag though. We're not going to be doing too much where we need a bag. Right. So I'm going to... Oh, we have points. So let's grab those. Nice. It's because we spent all the monies. Let's get rid of this dot here. There we go. Right. And she's going to come and sit up here. Sit down there. And then I'm going to go and take my break. So much green. Yeah, that's why I prefer the little brown Ugg boots. But I kind of like the hat matching her little sweater dress. I think it's kind of cute. But I'm going to leave her here. I'm going to go take my break. I'll probably be like maybe about 5 minutes or so. It's not too long. I just want to go grab a drink. And then when we come back, we'll have a play around with some of the terraforming tools and have a look at opening up the secret beach and just seeing how that would go. And maybe we close up some of the river as well to kind of finish. But I will pop you onto the tea break screen. There we go. And I'll leave the music running from what we had earlier on, because it's all like nice chill. I shuffled my playlist around a little bit, so you shouldn't have anything like upbeat. It's going to be nice and calm and relaxing. And yeah, so I won't be too long, okay? Play nicely. Okay, let me... Oh, that was really nice timing because the next song has just... that song's just stopped. That's great. Okay, perfect. I am back. Try not to take too long, but yeah, I just needed to make myself another drink and just stretch my legs. I've had some water and stuff as well. If you guys have hydrated or like had some of your little snacks and things that you've got going on. Okay, so we will go have a play. I did say if I've at least kind of remembered. I remember saying I had a story to tell you guys. What? Story time! Yeah, story time. Yep. Nice. Do you guys want to see my new friend? Are you guys okay with bird pictures? I want to show you my new friend. Let me see before we move. Where is it? Okay, images, add source. We'll add a new one. I'm just gonna call it image. This is my new friend. You guys see him okay? So he is a jackdaw. And let me make him, he's really big on screen, so let me make him not too big. We'll pop him here. So this is a jackdaw. I don't know if you guys anywhere else has jackdaws. I was telling someone about him and I shared a picture of him with one of my friends because she also is really into photography. So I shared a couple of pictures that I'd taken of the birds in the garden, and she was like, "Oh, we don't have jackdaws," and she's in America, so I'm guessing you like if you're across the pond, maybe you've never seen him before. He's not a fully matured jackdaw. He will go grey on his head as he gets older. So they go grey as they go older, which is just incredible. But yeah, all around his head, you can kind of see like down his sort of chest a little bit. He's got like a silveryish sheen to him. But they're part of the crow family. They're smaller than crows and ravens. So they're kind of within that, like rooks, ravens, crows, jackdaws are all part of the same like corvus family. But these guys are the most sociable with people, apparently. I've been reading some things about jackdaws because he fascinates me so much. We have a flock of them coming, and we think they're a family. There's a few younger ones. There's some that I think are fledgling this year because they're kind of feeding themselves, but they would rather their parents feed them. And their parents have fully silver like heads, because they have like a silver head to them, which develops as they get older. So the older they get, the lighter and like grayer that the head comes, which is kind of cool. They kind of, you know, they get grey as they go old. It's kind of nice. And so yeah, there's a whole flock of them. But this little guy, he's maybe a couple of years, 3 years old, maybe something like that, because he's not he hasn't got like his full grey head, but he has got his really light eyes, because their eyes when they're born apparently are blue, and then they go dark, and then as they get older, sort of like around a year old, their eyes start to go light again. So he's got his light eyes. So he's definitely on sort of like ready for, maybe like he was part of like a family, like he had a flock and then maybe something happened to them, or he's now at the age where he's off on his own. I don't know if it's a male or female. I'm referring it as a him. But he's coming on his own. He doesn't seem to have anything to do with the other like family of jackdaws that we have coming. And those guys, there's like 11 of them. Because their babies stay with them until, I'm going to take him off the screen. And we can carry on playing. And I'll chat to you guys about him. But he doesn't seem to have anything to do with them. There's like 11 of these other ones coming, and they stay with the parents till they're about 2-ish, something like that. We're going this way. And I don't know whether he's maybe at that age where he's now not with his family anymore, or something's happened to the flock that he was with. I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much because it'll make me sad because of how I am. And so yeah, he's coming on his own, but for a wild bird, he is so tame. That picture, I was not zoomed in for that picture. I had my telephoto lens on my camera, which does, I think is it 50? It's about, it's either, I can't remember because I've had a couple. It's either like 55 to 300 or it's 70 to 300. I can never remember. Because I had one and then it broke and then I replaced it, but I think the zoom on it is it's a bit of a different, but they both went to 300. Right, we are going to figure out this. So I actually need to go and I need to get food because I don't want to chop these trees down. I just want to pick them up and use them. And so he started coming on his own, but yeah, he is really, really tame. And on Saturday, like early Saturday morning, there was just me and him in the garden for a really long time. And he was just like popping around and like doing his little thing. He was like grabbing some of the seed and stuff that was on the bird table. And like picking up bugs and things on the floor and stuff. And every now and again he would then like come over. What he stood on is our pond. We have a pond in the garden. So he's stood on he came and like hopped over onto the side of the pond and he's just like watching me and I'm like chatting to him and you could see it was like, do you like when you talk to a dog and they're like their head tilts? He was doing that. And it was so special that he got that close. He hasn't come and like landed like on me or like got really, really close, but where I was sat, I was maybe just over like an arm's length the distance between us. And yeah, he was I'm gonna eat you guys because I don't like the pears, so I'm sorry little Lo, you're gonna have to eat pears. And so he was like happily, like we were just chilling out together and like chatting. I was talking to him like I like talk to McKay basically. Right, I want to get rid of all of this stuff here, so let's eat this. And so yeah, we were having like little chats and things, and then he got fed and went off and had his breakfast and then came back and hung out on the pond for a little bit longer, and then I came in because it started to get warm by that point. I'd been out for just over an hour, just like sat taking some pictures and just like sat having a cup of tea or whatever, and hanging out with this bird. And then this morning I got up, I woke at like 6:30 and gave up trying to get back to sleep by like 7:30. So I then went out, took a chair out and went and just like sat outside. I didn't bother taking my camera or my phone or anything. I just went out with my cup of tea and sat in the garden, and I couldn't see him as I was like putting my chair down. I couldn't see him anywhere because when on Saturday morning he actually jump scared me. Because I put my chair down, and then when I put my chair down, as I turned sort of like and looked up, he was there like next to me on the pond, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize how close like that he was there, or like how close he was gonna get, which was, yeah, it was kind of crazy how close he was. And I was like, oh, okay, like hi. Hello. So I put my chair down this morning and then like sat down, was drinking my tea, and he was sat on our conservatory roof, and he was like looking at me. So I was like good morning to him, and he just like potted around, did his little thing again. He was cleaning our gutters, which is, you know, so helpful. He pulled out a piece of moss from our gutters. I think they're after because they'll eat like the stuff that you put out for like normal birds, like seeds and worms and things like that. But I think he was also after like little bits of bugs and I don't know, like little spiders or whatever. I don't want to think about what is actually in that gutter right now. But yeah, he was like messing around on there, and then he was on another part of the roof, and then he popped down onto the bird table, got himself some food. And by that point, some of the other jackdaws were around, but he definitely doesn't have much to do with them. He actually saw one of them off on Saturday, and then came and flew and sat like next to me on the pond as if like he'd done a good, which was kind of funny. Like, look what I saw that bird off. I'm so good. That was kind of like how he kind of looked really proud of himself for that, which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, he seems very special, very special, and I can't wait to sort of I don't know if he's gonna eventually disappear or anything. I'm trying not to get attached. I am attached. I've not named him. I don't want to name him because then I'll just be really worried about him. I had this with the starlings. We have a lot of starlings. Or we used to have a lot of starlings around. They roost in a lot of the eaves of the houses around where I live, and so I think I want to go this way with this, right? So kind of come across here somehow. Maybe diagonal bridge. Maybe diagonal bridge. Let's fill in this bit of river here. No, fill it in. But yeah, he seems really special. But what's interesting is, like I say, I've been kind of reading up about them. I didn't really know a lot about jackdaws. I don't know a lot about a lot of birds. I'm not like, I don't know everything about birds. But I was reading up on some things about them, and they are apparently the most social of that sort of family of like birds related to crows, and they are also apparently the more intelligent of all of them, and they are the ones, I don't know, there must have been, I don't know, like research and things done. Apparently they can recognize people's faces, and they will also respond to like human voices and human emotions and things. when like whoever science people have done the research, that's what they've found. Yeah, I wonder if we do diagonal here, we kind of figure this out. So I thought that was like really interesting. And I was just like, yeah, there's definitely something special about him for sure. I've never had that reaction. They're basically human, like a human but bird. Yeah, and you can you could see he was definitely responding when I was talking to him. And I'm just like, because I was just like talking to him like he was like one of my cats. I talk to McKay like he's a little person. You know, I've never like baby talked my cat. I don't know. Yeah, I've not really ever done that. And he's just, you know, I talk to Kay like his little person, and have conversations with him, and he'll like talk back to me. So yeah, and this bird is kind of doing the same thing. Because before he left, because he did fly off before I went in, before he left, he was hopping around on the pond, and I was having to, like, I was really watching him because we have a net over the pond because there's a heron in the area that comes and likes to steal the fish. We lost a lot of fish to this heron. a number of years ago, so yeah, we needed to we made sure that we have a net over. I mean, we have like the odd cat, but the cats in the area that have maybe come, because McKay doesn't go out, but we have like the odd cat that would come into the garden, but they would never really bother with the pond because it's quite a built up pond. It's quite high, it's quite big, because of the fish that we had in it, and we're down to one fish now, because the others have they've grown old and we've lost them. So we're down to like one fish in there at the minute, but we have a net over it to protect him from being taken by the heron that has been around for a number of years. And so the birds will come, they will land on the pond. I've seen a lot of like the baby like starling like fledglings, they'll come. Right, we're gonna kind of dig a little tunnel this way. Okay, we'll do that next. And but I always like am worried that they're going to get the little feet caught in the holes in the net. And he came, I was actually sat a little bit closer to the pond today. I ended up where I popped my chair a little bit closer to it, and he came hopping over and was like hopping around the pond. And there was a little bit where it's sort of like sticking up, and he kind of got his foot in the hole. And I was like, oh, he might have got his foot stuck. And he was like watching me and like messing around. And I was like, you can't get out. So I'd just like, be careful and I'll help you if you can't get out. And he's like looking at me, and he managed to get his foot loose. He sort of shook it a little bit, and he managed to like get it out from the little hole. But I actually think he wouldn't have minded if I'd have had to get up and help him, and because we were I was a lot closer to him, and yeah, he was just like chattering like away to me. Oh, perfect. Right, okay, so right, that's good, okay, so we've reached that point there, which is what I want. Okay, so we now need to figure this bit out. Okay, and I think I want to bring it down. Hang on, how wide are our bridges? They're like 4 wide, right? So 1, 2, 3. Did it? No, I want to bring it down this way a little bit, I think. So this would be 4 here. But yeah, it's kind of special. He's yeah, he's very special. I'll be kind of I definitely will be. Oh, no, it's the river one I need, isn't it? I'll be very sad if like when he eventually disappears. For sure. Right, so if we pop that corner back in there and then diagonal that off. So 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. He's like a little guardian bird. Yeah, he's my spirit animal. That's what he feels like. He feels very special. I've never had an interaction like that with a bird before. So what if we did 1, 2, 3, 4 like this? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, maybe we're gonna down here. So this will be the middle of the. This is the middle of the bridge. Is it too early in the morning to be trying to figure that out? Right. But yeah, this is going to take a little bit of science. Doing science. It's too early for science. Because this will be the waterfall coming down, I think, right? Do I need to bring it over another one? No, I don't think I need to. Because I'd like to keep this and then we have it drop right down. It might have to come over this way a little bit more, maybe. The only birds here are pigeons and they all hate you. Oh. Oh, you'll have to feed them. Give them some seed and then they'll love you. We have pigeons coming. We have one that I think is a racing pigeon, or has been a racing pigeon, that's got lost and ended up with a flock. And we do get them coming. The problem is you'll get like one type of bird coming and just one of them. And then they'll come, they'll eat some of the food that we put out. And then the next day they'll have a friend with them. and then after that there'll be two more. And it's like they come and they tell their friends. Right? They tell their friends, oh, this is a really good place to get food. Because we have a seagull that will like arrive now and then as well. But he has decided that he's like, I think in his mind he's smaller than what he is. You don't want a pigeon going at your door. Yeah, no, maybe not. So we have a back garden, so we can we have like a table and everything set up, so they're safe out in the garden. But yeah, we have mainly have pigeons, all the jackdaws and my little friend, and but we still have like starlings will come. We have the sparrows will come as well, like little birds. We have a pair of blackbirds that come around now and then, and then yeah, we have this seagull that comes, and I swear he thinks he's smaller than what he is because he gets himself on the bed table. We give them like these like little fat ball things, which is like all like seeds and stuff like mushed together, and he gets one of those, and he will usually take that off somewhere, so then we can kind of like, at least he's being fed, he's getting something to eat, but he's then leaving, so he's not taking over from like all the other like little birds. But yeah, he's an interesting addition. And I think it's purely because we live on the coast. But a lot of the seagulls, they come inland for food now. So yeah, it's, you know, if you can feed them, then it helps. It helps them. Yeah, I think we might have to come down another. To here. So then, hang on a minute, we need to figure this out. So I don't want this river to be like really wide. I want a small bridge, right? I don't want it to be a big long bridge across here. I think this could work this way. Get this in. Yeah, yeah, the pigeons come and clean. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they tidy everything up. It's great. They do that like in the towns and the cities. They'll just like pick up all the food and stuff. The seagulls are cheeky. They'll we've, you know, there's many a video of shops around this country where the seagulls will just wander in the shops and like steal the crisps and sandwiches and stuff. Right, I think. Because then I want to close this off here. I want to close this here. So this isn't gonna go down here anymore. it's gonna have a waterfall and come across to here, but we're gonna drop it down. So that's the idea here, and then this is no longer a thing, right? Okay, I think we're gonna have to move some more trees as we go. Right, so let's close that off there. And then, so we'll come out here. I wonder if I can work it so we come out behind a tree, so it's kind of like hidden a little bit. So maybe the entrance to get onto this path is just like a one wide, and then once you go through, it kind of opens, the tunnel kind of opens up, because it'll have to open up for this here. But then yeah, I think then, oh, hang on a minute, no. Do I do, no, that's not what no, oh, hang on, no, yeah, actually, yes, that's what I want to do. So let's do that there. I might be able to bring this in slightly. Might need to go up a little bit here, maybe. Maybe we need to go, let's just do that. And then if I then add this back in, I should be able to do, yeah, okay. So then I need to, yeah, I think it's gonna, so we're gonna open this up a little bit more this way. We could actually knock that little section down, maybe in line with the end of the rock. So like here we take down this, because then we could do like some trees and things and mushrooms and stuff like around in this little spot. Maybe, or we make this more of like the glowy stuff, so it's a little bit more like mysterious. I could maybe have a look for like a, oh, I wonder if I could get like this swampy looking path that I had on Luminoso. I wonder if I can find that code. And then it could be like the, like a kind of mysterious like part of the island where we go down. You play this game, first thing you would do is make a maze at the island geometry. I've seen people do that. One of my family members did that actually. They made a little maze in one corner, which is really cool. Sometimes the villagers would get stuck in there, which is kind of fun. But there's an event each year. I've never done it on stream actually, but there's an event each year, which is like the May Day maze, and you get a free ticket from Tom Nook, and you go to this island. There's two versions of it, so it alternates each year. And you you go to this island, and there's a maze that you have to work your way around, and there's what do you pick up? There's fruit that you have to pick up, I think, and there's like crafting materials. You have to kind of like make a shovel and an axe, and so you can make the tools that you need to get around the island, which is kind of fun. So yeah, that's really cool. But I've seen someone make a hedge maze, because we have a hedge item that's like that's a fence. So we have like a hedge fence that you can place down. How do I want to work this? Not like that. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. This here, thank you. And then I need to, I'm gonna have like two diagonals here. Hang on a minute. Brain, let's get braining. I need to, that's gonna pull straighten, there we go. I think that's what I need to do. And then, no, No, I don't think I need to fill that hole in there. Yeah, this is actually a lot wider than it needs to be. Right, hang on. Let's pop this out here. And then I can do this here and then no, low, no. And then if I take out that corner, that should straighten that up. Okay. So yeah, this should this should work. Okay. This is wider than it needs to be right now. So I think it's going to be about this wide, maybe a little less. Right, but now we need to carve our way through this. We need to carve our way through this, so this is gonna be fun. Right, I'm gonna get rid of this top corner bit as well. Let's just open this up. Because I think that'll be nice to have this all open. Like this. Oh, I did it wrong. There we go. Yeah, if we open this corner up. Okay. Oh, I like the way you said that the first time. I had a maze on my island one. I did. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few people with them. They do look good. I don't know if I could get... Oh, I'd love to try and have a go. I think I want to... No, I think I want to add that back in there. I think... Yeah, I don't think I want this fully... Oh, that's it. I think that'll work nicely coming over the rock a little bit. And then we can shape this all properly once I've got in what I want. Kind of like that. And then this can be filled back in here. And maybe this gets a little bit filled in here like this. And then let's just pop this bit out here. Oh, you did flowers on... Yeah, you did flowers on top. You know, that's actually a really good use of flowers when you have too many. Make yourself a maze. And then just add loads of flowers on top of it. So you can't see over it very well. Right, okay. We're getting there, guys. Look. Woo! Okay. Right. Okay. So... should be able to... No, right. Okay, that's as close as we can go. That's fine. Should be able to knock that out, though. Right, okay. No, this is good. We're getting the shape that we need. Let's pop all of this out here. Yeah, we can definitely shape these cliffs better once we've got in the main sort of structure that we need. This is where the waterfall is going to be. So let's pop this bit out here and then, right, that's as close as we can get there, but we can knock this out here and we can shape that around. There we go. Okay. Are we seeing the vision? Is what is in my head actually, I think is kind of, we're kind of getting it. We're kind of getting there now. Yeah, I definitely want to, need to open this up a little bit more. And bring this down to when it says like, but yeah, there we go. I don't think I won't be able to tap that out. No, that's perfect though. Right, and then if we drop this out here. No, I need you to move forward more, please. Thank you. Okay, perfect. There we go. Stop. I needed you to move forward. Why are you not move forward? Let's just do that then, shall we? Stop being awkward. And then, yeah, we can kind of widen this out. Oh. Yeah, I think it would be kind of fun to maybe have some of the glowy stuff here, some of the big giant vines. I'd love to use a lot of those vines around, I think, this time. Because I tried to use them on the beach in Raven, and it just didn't... They didn't look right for that island. I'm going to keep that one like this, I think. So it's kind of partially hidden. But yeah, maybe some vines, more of like the ruined stuff, like with all the vines on it. I think will look really cool. It gives that a little bit more of a fantastical element, I think. I think this is a good starting point because we are sort of heading up to like 12 and I do want to finish at 12. But I think this is a really, really nice sort of starting point with the terraforming. Getting this opened up. I've been looking at the temperatures for next week and they are going to drop. But they're still going to be above 20, but they're going to be kind of like 21, 22, 23, that kind of, before they drop to what I deem as an acceptable temperature of like just below 20 or 20 and below. There we go. That's as far as I can get there till I move that stuff. And so I think I'll stream. Let's go with it. Yeah, it's starting to drop colder, but I think I will stream probably. Let me have a look at the temperature. I'm not streaming next Friday. I'm taking next Friday off. I've got something going on. So I won't be here a week today. But yeah, Monday and Wednesday next week are sort of 22 on Monday, 21 on Wednesday. We've got rain hopefully forecast for Wednesday if that stays. So I think I might still do the morning on Monday. More 2 AM streams, yeah. You're happy it's like England is being incinerated by the sun. You're happy you're getting 2 AM streams. I'm glad. I'm glad. So yeah, I think I might still do mornings on the Monday and the Tuesday. Sorry, Monday and Wednesday. I'm not doing Tuesday. Yeah, me too. There's no way I will ever be here at 2 AM England time, okay? There's no way. My brain starts to go like after 9 PM when we do lake streams. So yeah, I think I'll still probably do morning Monday, Wednesday next week. And then I'm off on Friday. There's no streams on Friday. And then it looks I've only got the apologies to all living. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Our country's turning brown. It's fine. You know, who needs the green, right? But yeah, it looks like it's gonna drop by that, like not this weekend, next weekend. So I should be back to evening streams from then, hopefully. But yeah, as long as you guys have like notifications turned on and the and like double checking that you're subscribed and everything, and you know, keep an eye on the community tab or the post tab. Let's see, we have points. I'm gonna wrap it up here, I think, but we've got a good starting point. So what I might do is not work on this now when we finish this off on Monday. I think that would be kind of nice. We've got the shape of it, so then we can then sort of put the bridge in together and like get this figured out. I might have to bop it over. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is wide enough for the length of the bridge. We'll have to see. But we'll like get the river in and get the waterfalls in and everything and get this sort of knocked out. So I'm going to leave this, but at least we have a start to like the vision of what I'm going for with this. At least, so we can finish this off on Monday. I won't do any more of this. But yeah, I think I will be back Monday morning, bright and early at 10 AM. And yeah, we'll see how it goes and what we can do. And then yeah, just as long as like your notifications are turned on and everything, you'll know when I go live, because I still can't stream to a scheduled stream here on YouTube at the moment. I don't know when that's going to be fixed. I might try it. I might just schedule the stream for Monday and then try it, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just delete the scheduled stream and just go live like I have been doing, and just like pivot. We'll do that. But thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. It's been so lovely this week of morning streams. You've made it really nice, because I was very unsure about doing this and whether I'd be able to do it, because I'm not great in the morning. I'm not a morning person. But it's been really lovely hanging out with those of you that have been able to be here, and I'm really grateful to any of you that are watching the VODs as well. That really means a lot that you're taking the time, because I have had to change to a time that maybe you can't get here for live, but you're still willing to do the streams, you know, sort of later, which is, yeah, I really appreciate that, and it really does help me out, because I am working on getting watch hours up as well as subscriber count up. So yeah, that definitely helps the channel out a lot, so I'm very, very grateful. Don't forget to give the stream a like if you have enjoyed it, or the video VOD a like if you have enjoyed it. And yeah, I will be back on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend and have a wonderful rest of your day, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night. Please take care, stay safe, and Skulls, I will put your song back on for our ending. And don't forget to play cozy games, guys. Bye.